Hi, I'm attorney Daniel Flint, and you are watching what is the first video in a series of videos that I'm creating because many people have come up to me and asked me these questions, and I feel that this video is a good way to disseminate this information to them. Like all the videos that I'll be doing, these are questions that individuals just like yourself have asked me, so feel free to email the address at the bottom of the screen and give me your suggestions of things that you'd like me to talk about, and if I can, I will. Today's topic is, well, the overall topic first is going to be operating while under the influence laws in Michigan. And today's topic specifically is what to do once you're confronted by the police. So, police come up to your window. Rule number one, I'm going to give you 5 rules today. Rule number one, always assume everything that you do is recorded, because it most likely is. And the prosecution is going to use that against you, and your defense attorney is going to use that for your benefit. So you want to look good in that video. Always assume that you're being recorded. Rule number 2, always be polite. See rule number 1, everything you're doing is being recorded. Always think WWJD, what would the jury do? You always want to think, if I act this way, how is the jury going to perceive this? I know it's going to be difficult sometimes, but if you think about it that way, it'll calm yourself down, because a lot of us get anxious, nervous, aggressive, because we feel like there's no reason for us to be pulled over. You want to calm all those emotions down and think clearly, think calmly. Rule number 3, remain silent. This has nothing to do with your Miranda rights. Miranda rights don't come into play until you've been arrested. What this pertains to is the fact that the police officer pulls you over for whatever reason. He's looking to see if you're impaired for whatever reason, be it alcohol or illicit drugs or anything. When they pull you over, they want to hear your speech and see how you're talking. So they may want to engage you in friendly conversations. Don't talk with them. Just simply tell them you wish to remain silent. You don't need to invoke your Miranda rights or anything. You just need to be silent. This does not mean that you shouldn't answer any of their questions at all. Always be polite. Use yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, thank you, all that good stuff. You want to be polite. You don't want to be 100% silent and just look at them stone-faced. Second of all, they can force you to produce identification information. So you do have to answer those types of questions. So you do have to provide them your driver's license, your insurance, your registration. Have those things ready when they come to the window so they don't have to ask and you don't have to be fumbling for them. You just hand it over to them. Rule number 4, don't admit anything. This is a huge one. The police officer is going to come up. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, sir, I don't know why you pulled over. It smells like alcohol in here. I don't know why it smells like alcohol in here. I didn't have anything. Don't lie to him. I'm not telling you to lie. I'm telling you not to admit anything. Just stay quiet the whole time. You do not have to try to appease the police officer and agree with them and say, well, it probably smells like alcohol because I had 2 or 3 beers. You don't have to say that. Don't admit anything. Rule number 5, if the officer wishes you to come out of the vehicle, explain to him that you wish to stay in the vehicle due to safety concerns. Tell him that you do not want to get out at the roadside because you feel that it is unsafe. Now, at this point, he'll probably get a little bit more aggressive or feisty with you. So what you need to do is politely tell him or ask him if you can call your defense attorney. This may calm him down a little bit. If not, he's going to ask you again to get out of the car. Don't get out of the car until he orders you out of the car, until he physically opens your door and orders you out of the vehicle. At that point, you should exit the vehicle. Now, what do you do once you're out of the vehicle? Come back next week and we will talk about that.